I'm Doug Keck. This is an EWTN Bookmark Brief. Just had the pleasure of speaking with author Jimmy Mitchell about his book, Let Beauty Speak, The Art of Being Human in a Culture of Noise, published by Ignatius Press and available through our religious catalog. Tell us, Jimmy, why did you decide to write this book and what's it really about?
I've just been convinced, really, for so much of my life now that truth and goodness, while have such important parts to play in the life of the church and in our culture, have really been sidelined by relativism, by noise, by this kind of post-Christian culture. Whereas beauty seems to be the last standing transcendental, the one that knows no enemies, that can pierce people's hearts, open them up to the truth, and then really transform them with goodness and grace, and ultimately this call that we all have to be great saints.
Do people understand beauty the same way these days? I mean, or is beauty different to different people?
It's a good point. I mean, you know, you can read all the way back to Plato. There is nothing subjective about beauty. It's not in the eye of the beholder. But I think we've slipped into that mindset, and I think what we have to do is find every opportunity to give people authentic encounters with the kind of beauty that is steeped in truth and that can ultimately point to God. And that's possible in the life of the church especially. It's why we need beautiful architecture. We need beautiful music. Most importantly, we need the beauty of holiness. We need saints.
Right, and you have 10 basic topics: wonder, freedom, friendship, prayer, leisure, work, community, suffering, mission, and culture. Why'd you have to slip in suffering? Because you're Catholic?
That's such a good question. I mean, I couldn't help myself. I would say the most beautiful fruits of my life have been born out of suffering. Suffering in and of itself is ugly. It's painful. Nothing about it makes sense.
You had a major loss, didn't you?
At a young age, my brother passed away, and it was a tragedy that my family really could have used as an excuse to abandon God, to abandon the church. But for some reason, really God's grace is the only explanation. We clung to the Lord, and I will say the fruits that have come out of that tragedy are beyond anything and more beautiful than anything I've ever seen.
Okay, to get more insights, and Jimmy Mitchell, pick up his book, Let Beauty Speak, The Art of Being Human in a Culture of Noise. We could use it now. Ignatius Press, available through our religious catalog. Look for the entire interview that we did on our on-demand page and on our YouTube channel. I'm Doug Keck. This has been an EWTN Bookmark Brief. We appreciate you stopping by. Catch you next time.